900,000 people took food parcels last year, free food parcels. You talked about broken Britain and fixing it. You haven't. It's more broken now than it was.
Well, I don't accept that, because if you look at what's happened with our economy, there are 1.89 million more people in work than when I became Prime Minister. We've got 900,000 fewer people on out-of-work benefits.
Is an increase in food banks a mark of success?
Look, obviously, there has been an increase in food bank use. So this is an important
point. Could you live on a 0 hours contract?
No. Some people choose a 0 hours contract, for instance, students, because they want the flexibility. But what we did is, well, hold on a second, we outlawed, first government to do this, the idea of exclusive 0 hours contracts where you can only work for one business. I know that we have borrowed a lot of money because the deficit adds to your debt every year.
Do you know what the figure is?
Well, you're going to tell me, Jeremy, presumably.
I am. It's a mere £500 billion.
Well, that is a lot less than the previous government was borrowing.
No, it isn't. It's more than the previous government borrowed.
The promises you made last time have been broken, as far as I'm concerned. So how can we trust you next time?
What I'd say, the biggest promise we made about the NHS at a time when we were going to have to make difficult cuts in public spending, as anyone, Prime Minister, when I was Prime Minister, would have to do, we said, we will not cut the NHS, and we haven't.
If you could redo one thing from your time as Prime Minister, what would it be?
Well, there's definitely the thing, as I said, I haven't delivered. I promised better, less noise at Prime Minister's questions, more politeness. That certainly didn't work out. I fully accept that. Look, I think the most important thing I've had to try and do is turn the economy round, get people into jobs, get the deficit down, get the economy growing, because we were on the brink. And I wish that some of the things that we've done, like, for instance, the Help to Buy scheme that has got many more people able to buy their houses, I wish we'd done some of those things quicker.
If you are Prime Minister after May the 7th, what will the budget deficit be in pounds at the end of 5 years, and how will you achieve it?
We want to balance the books by the end of the Parliament, and we want to cut the deficit every year.
Do you not think that your brother would have done a better job?
It was a difficult contest between me and David, and it was a bruising contest. Why did I stand? I thought somebody needed to lead the Labour Party who could move us on from New Labour, because I thought that was the time that was necessary for the country and necessary for our party. I'm not going to win a contest for who looks best eating a bacon sandwich. I think we can all agree about that.
Supposing we got to a figure of 70 million in 10 or 15 years, population in this country, is that acceptable or not?
I'm not going to get into your hypotheticals. Let me say, I think we can get low-skill migration down.
So
I'm not going to start speculating about numbers. Great. No, I'm not saying that.
Did you borrow too much?
I think that the global financial crisis, is what drove borrowing up.
Did you borrow too much?
The figure was too high by the end of our time in government as a result of the global financial crisis.
The point is, people think you're just not tough enough.
Well, let me tell you, right? OK, in the summer of 2013, this government proposed action in Syria, the bombing of Syria, right? I was called into a room by David Cameron and Nick Clegg, because President Obama had been on the phone, the leader of the free world, right? I listened to what they said, and over those days, I made up my mind, and we said no, right? Now, I think standing up to the leader of the free world, I think shows a certain toughness, and I know I'm the right man for the job. That's why I'm sitting here, and that's why I believe that I'm the best choice to be Prime Minister.
Ed Miliband, thank you.
Thank you.
You OK, Ed?
Sorry?
You all right?
Yeah. You?